So guys, we attempted, it's pissing it down, it's nearly midnight, and as you can see,
we're walking up an actual riverbed.
it's walking up a riverbed that is nearly impossible. I nearly fell on my arse then, and I've been very disappointed because the camera's facing the wrong way. I wouldn't have been able to put it on YouTube for you being framed.
So you might see this on an excerpts of failed expeditions.
So this is going on as a failed. I'm going to head back, get back to the car, check if there's an easier route, and probably come and actually check it out during the daytime. Would probably be a wiser idea as opposed to what we're doing now. Coming for the first time at midnight probably wasn't the brightest idea, but there you go.
It's just never-ending darkness and cobbles.
It is absolutely pitch black. We've both got torches and it's still like pitch black.
So if you do come this way, guys, and you decide to do it, you're going to need strong boots, walking poles, and probably one of those guides that they have to go up Everest.
Or a 4x4. Or a monster truck.
Monster truck. I don't think a 4x4 would get it here.
A monster truck would be best.
If it carries on raining, a canoe.
Or a canoe if it carries on raining, because it's rather moist.
Oh. There's actual little cobbles and things.
There's a boulder.
There's a boulder.
And I think we're being watched by a Sasquatch. This would be a perfect location for a Wendigo or a rake. So I'll keep the camera on just in case we come across a rake. But unfortunately, if it's at the bottom, if it's in front of us, it's just going to have to shift because we're not going back up.
What's the chance?
This way, baby. This way. Here we go. Oh, get slippy here. Bit muddy there.
I don't know how they have this open as a public access road.
It's flattening off a bit.
It's only due to the massive boulders.
Oop.
I mean, it's attempted concrete, look.
Oh yeah.
Someone has attempted.
But they tried, they just didn't get it very far. Either that or it was a road and it turned into a river. Or it was a really bad cobbled road that's just gone over the years. But it does actually look like a cobbled street.
It's just further up when it's horrendous.
What was that? You can't actually, I've got the night vision on this camera, and if I point it straight up in front of us and not down at the floor, you can't actually see it's that dark. Because there's nothing for the night vision to actually bounce back off. So I have to, hence why I'm pointing down at the floor, because you can actually see someone on your screen then as opposed to this blackness. But unfortunately I think this is going to go down as a attempted but not succeeded.
Very hard on the knees, guys. So I don't advise for pregnant people, heart conditions or bad knees.
Yep. And we won't let it beat us. We will come back and we'll
find the tower.
We'll find a way. We'll get a way to the tower one way or another. So don't worry, guys. You won't miss it. We will not be defeated. You can see my abandoned car there. Just abandoned it when we got here. There were people on the car park doing donuts. They've gone now.
We'll mark attempted and we'll go home and investigate tea instead.
So if you fancy a wet, dark, difficult walk, this is your place. Because I don't think that path going up there doesn't look much better.
No.
Although it does kind of resemble an actual road.
But the fact that it's got 3 gates.
Let's have a look what it says. It's ain't much easier to walk on. This is the other path that leads up to another section. Parking is not allowed in this area. Access is needed at all times. Please be mindful of the neighbours. And as you can see, or can't as the case may be, this is a proper path up here. It is an actual proper, I don't want to say proper road, but it's a flat path.
In danger of this turning into an actual river, look. Flowage.
So,
Look at this.
you can see it's actually turned into a river. So we're going to get him to my car before it actually sails away.
I'll film my way out, I'll do it. I'll sit in the passenger seat and film my way out, I'll just put everything away and then... Oh, it's turned the light off, you can't see him, just put that back on, here we are. So we are going to film the way home just to give you a little bit of a view of how far up we are and where we are. And also just in case there's anything that comes up that can go onto UK dashcam, because you never know. But yeah, as a paranormal investigation...
What's a load of poo?
Yes, it's not gone ideally well. My knees about shot, were both soaked. The camera's wet through, thankfully not too bad.
Yeah.
So I think we are just going to wend our way home.
Without breaking the car.
Without breaking the car. We've been on the right merry drive up and down. It does, if you do put it into the sat nav, be careful because it takes you up this very strange path through a creepy wood. We've actually got stopped by, who do we get stopped by?
5-0.
We'll stop by the Popo.
Right, the never lose. Whoop whoop. The never lose.
I think they thought we were dogging or something.
Yeah. But we weren't, I kept my clothes on.
You might also notice we are one man down tonight. Unfortunately, tech guy is not very well, so it's a bit of a two-man operation. Hence, you've got my rubbish camera work. I do not usually hold the camera. But we shall head home now and record our journey home, just in case.
Just in case we see a rake following us down this river that we're sat in.
Once we're clear, I think we'll have to... Let's get out here.
Can't see.
Okay guys, so it's not the best footage, but you might get a little bit of an idea. Excuse for the bumps, there it is, loads of potholes. It's not bad actually through the camera on this with the lights on. Just in case there's any, we get chased by a Wendigo. It's Wendigo County, it's so open up here, it's like all, you just see the stone walls at the side. So it's like typical kind of Lancashire farmland really. And the place we were trying to go was, oh, massive pothole. It was actually built by an artist for his wife to give the best views over the landscape for her to paint. And he started out as just a tower, and then he developed it, and then there was like a bridge and all sorts of other bits and pieces in the gardens. And they call them follies. They don't serve a purpose other than the folly of someone's pleasure. So you sometimes see them in big historic houses where they have a random tower. Windy, windy roads.
Don't help when you don't know the roads either.
No.
And it's dark, and very dark.
Take the next right onto Rivington Road.
Shot right.
We go that way?
Saying to go that way. I suppose because we're going on that way now. At least it's a proper road.
Continue for 3 miles.
Oh, then. She's very bossy, this one.
She is.
Tells me what
So
to
I'm
do.
just going to hold the camera actually because it seems to be bouncing a bit with it resting there. Just
Yeah, I
feels...
nearly forgot I had the high beams on. Turn them off before I forget to blind someone.
I don't think there's likely to be anyone on these roads. Tiny, tiny roads. I don't know if you guys can see, but there's like huge grass verges at each side. Creepy woodlands all around. And floods. It used to not but rain all day. We went out this morning for a walk and it was just so wet and horrible. We were actually trying to find another abandoned building called Fenniscoles Hall, but every road that we went down seemed to either take us into housing estates or fenced off areas. So if anyone out there knows how to get to Fenniscoles Hall and if there's access, drop us a message. hauntedstories81@gmail.com. Or if you guys have got any places you'd like us to go and have a look at, anywhere that you know we can access, if you've got a haunting, if you want us to go and investigate somewhere, please drop us an email. Jason tends to get most of the emails and he replies very quickly. I'm not so fast, but I do see them, and Tech Guy will pick them up as well, so one of us will see a message and we will do our best to reply to you. Blimey, that's a bit steep. It's like Blubberhouse's Pass. Heck of a drop, I can't even show you it to this side. Right, put my finger in front of the lens like this side here. A heck of a drop. But yeah, we are currently, obviously with travel restrictions lifting, we can go further slowly, but we are predominantly in Lancashire and Yorkshire, more to the west side of Yorkshire, although I actually live right on the east coast. But if there is anywhere that you think is a bit creepy, or you have a haunting, or you think you have a haunting, drop us a message, we'd love to hear from you. I bet there are so many stories on like these roads. The main one on like, I think we're on the West Pennines. The main one round here is the Yorkshire folk call it Black Shuck or Barghest. It's a great big black dog with red eyes. He's seen all over the place, but a lot of the time up on the moorlands. Oh, more cars parked there. And he's believed to be like a harbinger of death, so if you see Shuck, don't look him in the eyes and get in the opposite direction. He's not supposed to attack people or anything, but big puddle. Big puddle.
Puddles.
But he is seen roaming. It took a lot of inspiration. Sherlock Holmes, Arthur Conan Doyle, obviously for his Hound of the Baskervilles from those legends. But sometimes there are black shapes that you can't explain on the moorland, so it is always worth watching, just in case. Although I think around here the scariest thing you're going to see is an overfleeced sheep. Come over a few cattle grids on the way here.
Not seen any sheep though.
No. Or cows, you can't even hear them. When we were at Pendle, you could actually see them. They were giving us evils. I'm sure they were evil sheep.
Evil Pendle sheep.
Evil Pendle sheep.
They're notorious for eating people.
What's it called? Sheep squatch.
Sasquatch.
Sasquatch. It's basically a great big, like, person with a sheep's head, apparently. There's so many different squatches, and they're all of the same ilk, like half man, half something or other. Oh, I presume so. Very, very narrow road. Everyone around here seems to have big vans and 44s, I'm not surprised. We are not in a big van or a 4x4. We're in a little car. Not going to tell you what sort of little car, just in case we get any mad stalkers. Chance would be a fine thing.
Oh, we're going. Got nowhere. Sat-nav don't seem to have a clue, and it's not done us right well to now. Sat-nav is no good for rural destinations.
Gets confused by hills. What's that song? I don't know where we're going, got no way of knowing. Riding on the... Oh yeah!
Paddy and Max.
So this is Belmont.
In a quarter of a mile,
Oh,
turn
she's backed
left
up.
onto High Street, A675.
So left. So we can now chalk up twice we've been stopped by the Pelpo. Because we were one at... Oh, that's beautiful. There's a church there, guys. We were one at Pigeon Tower, and then again tried to find another tower.
Take the next left onto High Street, A675.
We'll have a look there.
I don't know if we'll get into the church, but... Let's just see if we can get a little vid of it or something. So we've just stopped at this church, but I'm quite interested. I don't know if you can actually see. I'll just get my torch. So I don't know if you can see, but we've just stopped here. The name of the pub is actually the Black Dog Inn. That's literally what I've just been talking about. So we've just stopped at this church in Belmont, St Peter's Church. Again, it's not somewhere we particularly know a lot about. I thought we'd just have a little look. I don't want to go too far because I've not got a coat on. St Peter's Church. Oh wow. Poppy on the floor.
Oh, do we need another battery?
Might need another battery.
I think I have one in the boot.
Look at that church. It's beautiful. This is more like it, a proper path look. You can't really see very much yet. Okay, so we are here. Look at this, guys. Wow. It's actually pretty beautiful.
Have you got the night vision on? Or are you just gonna...
I don't know how to do that.
Is it picking up as it is?
It's picking up. Oh wow. Oh, that's better. Jason. Turn that off. Big old tree.
That one.
Oh wow. Look at these. Old graves.
Really old.
1896. 1911. Really young, at 14. Look at this. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. What you got? You picking up anything? I think we'll just stay at the front. Look at this door. Fantastic.
You can see antenna, going antenna. It's the Granada RTVs. Pigeon Tower.
Oh, I found the zoom. Good opportunity for me to have a go with the camera. You don't often get me filming.
There's any spirits here if you want to come forward. Let it be known that you're here. Come and communicate with us. Don't mean you any harm. We just want to talk. I've got a device in my hand. Yeah, that's the one. If you come close, you can set the device off. Literally just as I was saying it lit right up. There we go.
Hey.
Come forwards, communicate. Don't mean you any harm, we just wish to communicate. Footsteps, huh?
I've just moved.
My name's Jason, this is Vicky. What's your name? Can you tell us what your name is? Can you flash the device to let me know that you're here? My head's just gone really tight. Heard it again then, walking.
I heard that.
Come forwards, we don't mean you any harm. This has gone really tight.
It's a very recent one there. Very recent.
Is there anyone here who wants to communicate? Come forward and talk. Affect the device in my hand and we'll talk to you. If you can make this flash, we can ask you yes and no questions and you can flash the device to communicate with us. If you'd like to do that, make it flash. Thank you.
Battery's gone.
Back on.
We are back on.
Have we got night vision
Just
back
gonna
on?
work out
Top button.
that one.
One that says right at the top. No, that's the wrong one. That one.
Power.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Oh yeah, I can see you now.
Night vision.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. We had to change the battery that's already down to 2 bars. It's literally just gone in.
But we've gone down to 2 bars on that one.
Yeah. Literally just gone in.
You can come forwards
Ooh.
again and flash the device in my hand. If you'd like to communicate with us and answer some yes or no questions, make this device in my hand flash. All it does is pick up on your presence, so all you literally have to do is come forwards, touch me or touch the device and it should set it off. Can you do that for me now? It's literally just flicking out first line. Can you do it stronger? Use my energy if you need to. Don't be afraid, I'm not afraid of you.
Neither am I.
Use my energy,
Footstep.
light up the device. Make a noise, let us know whereabouts you are, where would you like us to come and communicate with you. We're just going to walk slowly along here. If at any time you can reach out, feel free to light this device up by coming forwards and we'll stop and talk to you. Getting all sorts of tingling feelings in my hands and stuff.
Another door there. Looks like it's north. North transept.
If you want to come forward and talk to us, please feel free. Let's watch because that's main road over there. Right. Literally just walk round in a big circle.
Yeah, let's go all the way around. We're just going to do a quick circuit and see if there is anything. Window there. Oh, it's a floodlight. There's a really bright floodlight there.
It's angled church, but it's kind of lighted up down here as well.
There's some really old graves again.
Just have to watch this for going off when I go near the floodlight.
Yeah.
Might set it off and give a false reading.
If it's anything like the lights up at Whalley Abbey under Archway.
There weren't even any floodlights then when it went off round there.
No.
It's a shame the battery went at the same time. It might have actually drained the energy off the battery for all we know. But we have been filming about half an hour, so it probably is right for it to...
Yeah. Oh wow. I don't know if you'll actually be able to see anything. I feel a bit bad trying to film in a church. Can't see very much, guys, but
It is,
it is a church. Look at all these old windows. Really beautiful buildings, churches.
A lady.
A lady.
Well, seems like a lady with a quite like a middle-aged lady, quite young.
Could be an old. Oh, because that's not
It's not creepy inside.
creepy at all. A good pair of gardening gloves on there. That reminds me of like a weeping angel, that like Doctor Who for the Whovians.
It's really weird, isn't it?
The battery's just gone down to 1 bar.
Is it solid or is it fabric?
It looks like it's fabric. Oh, it's solid.
Solid.
Oh, right, well,
It's really creepy.
coming out of the way of that.
It's like it's solid, but at the same time got a bit of softness to it, like it's resin or
Like
something.
paper mache, maybe.
If it were paper mache, you think it just got to a soggy puddle in wet.
That's the vicar's house. Maybe don't want to
Film that.
film that. Film round here instead.
There's one here with like a little, like little fencing around them and stuff.
Mm. How bonny these are. Precious. Keeping your loved ones safe. There is a stone in there, but I can't read it. Time has done its job. Lots of motion sensor lights, so something very calm about this church. I don't feel the usual distress.
There's a young lady walking around. She's... Ooh. This is like them. The gravel actually moved.
I think I got that on camera because I was filming that direction.
I looked down and the gravel just went.
Oh, it's our shadows. Don't be fooled. That made me jump.
Well, the gravel actually moved. Neither of us were moving. I just looked at the side of me and the gravel just moved.
There's not a lot of wind at all.
Not enough to move the gravel.
You can see that plant's wavering a little bit, but there's not
It's
any.
like someone actually put their hand on it. And... Is there anyone here who'd like to communicate with us? Any spirits? Come forward. The device on my hand will light up if you come forwards and touch it. There's definitely someone walking around here.
Keep hearing
The
footsteps.
atmosphere has suddenly changed.
I'm down to last bar of battery.
Come forwards, don't be afraid.
Oh. Something just went in front of the camera then. I'll have to look at that at home.
There's someone moving around. I'm getting tugging on my arm as well. Is it worth putting the app on? In that spirit box?
Powerless.
You want me to put it on my phone?
Yeah, maybe. Have you got another battery with you?
Yeah, you want me to change battery first?
No, not yet. It's still got 1 bar and it seems to be holding.
It's literally just gone midnight.
So we are just going to put on the Powerless app. See if we get anything. Out and out, as the Yorkshire folk say. I think we should.
ITC Legion Powerless loaded.
I think we should go towards that door, just a little bit further away from that house. Don't want to disturb anyone.
Any spirits around here, can you come forward and talk to us? My name's Jason, this is Vicky. Don't mean any harm. Just wish to communicate. Is that on now?
No.
Scanning.
There we go.
I've got a device in one hand that if you come close it'll set the lights off to let me know that you're close to us. The other device in my other hand has a word bank on. You can select words to communicate with us in that way. Whichever one you feel more comfortable using. We don't mean you any harm.
Is the arrow pointing in a particular
Arrow's
direction?
pointing back up that way. Is there anyone here with us now? Make the light go on, the EMF, which is the black device on my left hand. Will talk to us through the Powerless, which is an application on my phone that I'll pick up, got a word bank on it, you can select words and talk to us that way. Do you have anything you wish to say?
Never heard that so quiet.
Oh, EMF just went off.
Yeah, I got that. And again. And again.
Thank you.
Industry.
Industry, that's a regular word. Oh, it's got a white mist in front of the camera. From left to right.
Is there someone here with us now? Can you make the device on my left hand flash? Use my energy if you need to. We're not afraid, we just want to communicate. Someone literally just stroked down my face.
Keep thinking I can hear like footsteps and things.
The female that's walking around is almost, I don't know if it's what era it would be. She's got like a little hat on and she's got a flower basket.
Like Georgian?
Almost like, but she looks like she's all in white with like a white...
Teenager.
Teenager.
She looks young, she looks...
Yeah.
She's got literally like a flower basket like she was a bridesmaid or a flower girl.
I wonder if she's like just a residual where she was happy here.
Pocket's moving. Someone tugging on my pocket then. Right on pocket's actually moving, I can feel something on my leg.
There's a shadow on that wall, I can't work out. Oh, is that Graves?
Might be off the grave.
Yeah, I think it is.
There's like a mist coming off the roof of the church.
Yeah, I think there's a boiler or something there.
Literally tugging on my pants.
So we walk down the path, I'm wondering if she's
Magic.
magic.
EMF flash at the same time.
Do you want us to walk down the path towards the gate? Do you use there?
I've got pressure on my chest, something's zapping.
It's just it's flashing. Wow.
Can you use magic? Oh, it's really pushing against my chest.
Do you need magic? Yes. Do you want to cross? To go on?
Goodbye.
Literally just started to like talk about opening a portal and I think that's just lifted.
It's gone. And my chest has gone back to normal as well.
Well, thank you for communicating. Shall we wander back down that way, I think?
Niece.
Niece. Teenager niece.
I bet you're right, I bet she was like a flower girl or something.
She literally came up and pulled on me. And then she was just wandering around with a little flower basket in her hand. But she was in like a really old fashioned white dress with a white, almost, I want to say like a bobble hat on. With flowers around the outside of it.
It's like Edwardian or something. Look at these graves from this angle, guys. They're like all leaning, that cross is leaning. As they've sunk into the ground over time.
Is there any other spirits around here that want to communicate? Come forwards, feel free. We only wish to communicate, we're not meaning any harm. I've got two... Filter. Not heard that before.
My hand just started shaking for no reason.
not quite sure what it means by filters. The good news is it stopped raining. Oh, that actually pulled then. I felt it tugging my hand. It didn't go off, but I felt it physically tug. Unless it's just the weight of it shifting. But I had a good grip on it. It felt like it pulled. It was catching like noises. Like I know there's a road there, and obviously
There's a lot of drips and
there's
things
occasional
as well.
cars going past, but I keep hearing like almost like someone scraping the feet along the path. Look, flashing. Like there's someone dragging their feet. You can hear
Oh, you're stood still. I'm stood still.
you can hear the drips and stuff obviously off the plant that's behind you, but there's a definite sound that every so often someone like almost angel. Are you an angel? Would you like to communicate with us? Flash the device in my hand. It literally keeps pointing back up where we had that gravel move. Yeah, so if I move it, it's shifting the arrow around to point back up to the corner.
Another mist just got in front of the camera.
There's all sorts shifting around here.
Yeah.
I can feel them, there's just none of them other than that girl.
They maybe just don't want to talk.
That's what I mean, there's plenty of them shifting about, there's none that seem... They almost seem wary, that the fact that we're here to talk to them.
Maybe this is somewhere we need to come back properly.
We're going to be going soon. Is there anyone that wants to talk or communicate with us? Layla.
Layla.
Is that your name, Layla? If your name's Layla, can you make the device in the left hand flash? Can you come forward and touch it?
That's my feet.
Hold my hand. Latch onto my energy if you need it. Just to let us know if it's you. Ramp. Yeah, on a ramp, I suppose.
Yeah.
This is like a ramp leading up. It is on a slope.
Oh, weird, very weird. Light. Like a square like mist came across the front of the camera. Now I know. Oh no, you can't see your breath. Oh no, you can.
I just saw a shadow go across from the church. Literally walked across.
What? Yeah.
Yeah, literally right directly in front of us, directly in front of where you're looking now. It just walked left to right, like from one bench to the other, and then disappeared. Joe.
Grandad.
Oh, fuck them. It literally went. You see where the shadow is on side of that bench off the grave?
Yeah.
It walked into that and then disappeared. But it went from the other shadow of the other grave at the other side, from that one to that one.
Weird.
It was quite quick though. It was almost as fast as that one we saw at Wycombe. Literally just whipped across the wall. Is Joe here with us now? Does Joe want to communicate? Lots of little folks.
Jeff.
My name's
Jeff. There's all sorts of people
A
here.
few names now.
Would you like us to come back another day and talk to you properly when you've got used to the idea?
Maybe we'll just come today and introduce ourselves, let you know that we're friendly. We only wish to communicate, we don't mean anyone any harm. If you need help, you want...
Mason.
I actually thought that said Jason then.
Mason.
It said Mason. Was you a Freemason? Why did it go dark then? I thought that was your torchlight.
No, it was the...
That's like, surely your torch hasn't gone again.
No, there's a light up there. My torch is still on
There's
fire.
another torch down there pointing up. It's gone. It was literally under the torch. Oh no, it's reflecting off a gravestone
Yeah.
down at the bottom left.
Huh.
Look, there's someone else pointed a torch back at us, and it just went off when you turned yours off. There's this motion centre light up front at church.
So we wander down to the gate and then...
Yeah, plenty of names.
I think we maybe do need
9.
9 people.
There's 9 people here with us now. I'm pretty sure there'll be more than 9, but...
How about if we come back another day and talk to you properly?
Oh, problem with lights, it makes you see shadows everywhere.
That's it, with the floodlights.
Literally when we were walking forwards, then I saw a shadow, but I think it was literally us. Candle.
Was it a
Oh,
candle?
excuse me.
That church. Veronica. If you guys do spot anything that we don't see,
I literally want to get a picture of this church.
we're going to turn off the parallels now.
I'll still put it on.
Oh,
I
okay.
can use my camera at the same time.
Language? Do you need a different language? What language do you need? En français? Hablo español? Deutsch? Just trying different languages because the parallels just said language. Maybe Latin. Usually Latin. Cheeky. This light will come on in a minute. There's a lamp here. It'll suddenly magically come on. There we go. As we walk down. So tucked away and quiet. It's lovely. What did it say? Pain. My knees just started hurting again.
Gag.
Gag. It's an unusual one. I don't know how to get gag.
Yeah, gag. G-A-G.
Weird.
It actually carries on background when I put something else on my phone.
It does until you turn it off. Well, thank you for communicating. We will... I don't know if you can see that one. Wow.
Gag. That's weird.
It's very weird, isn't it? It's not something we'd normally get.
Have you gagged? Oh,
Oh, hello.
are we talking to someone that was gagged? Flash the device again in my hand to communicate yes or no. Flash it for yes if you understand what I'm asking. If you touch onto me, touch onto the black device in my left hand, that'll indicate that you're here. Can you do that? Crafted.
Mm.
Very weird how it just sort of hits up like that and then just gone flat. It's absolutely nothing now.
Mm. Well, thank you for talking to us. We are going to head down to these gates and head off.
I think it's literally picking up. There's just so many spirits just literally flitting round kind of thing.
We maybe need to come back another day. Trying to be really careful not to film anyone's actual houses. That's why you're facing the path a bit, guys. Because I don't want to invade anyone's privacy. Although technically that's the pub. But still. somebody's home.
Indeed.
Indeed. Just wanted to show you this poppy, guys. Look how beautiful that is. Absolutely gorgeous. I'll get my shadow off it. Look. You having an issue?
It was picking up on the, literally on this gate.
Sophia again.
Spear.
Spear.
As in, spear on the gate.
On here. Were you speared by the gate?
It literally picked up on the gate. As soon as I put it near the gate, it went mad. And I thought it was because I put my phone near it. But
Come on again then.
Ooze.
Ugh. Ooze.
What kind of word is that to put a word bank on there?
I don't know why, I can just see like blood running down these and I don't know why.
You see it there?
Yeah. Look, like
oozing down the spear.
Did you die on this gate? I don't think there's an electrical charge going through the gate.
No. I'd be able to feel it if there was.
I'm
quite sensitive to electric.
Can't see any wires or anything connected to it. It's not on the grid. That was an owl. 5.
Isn't it funny how sometimes when it does numbers it shows the number?
And sometimes it says the word. That just went off again. And again.
There's nothing electrical around here, and it's...
And again.
And if it was electrical going through the gate, it'd be going constantly.
Yeah.
What's it trying to tell us?
Are you 5 years old?
Why is it everywhere we go
Flashed.
we get a creepy owl in the background? That church was such an amazing spot.
Right, well. Oh,
What happened then?
battery's gone.
Gone.
Sorry about that, guys. The battery went again. So, we're going to go home for now. That's going off again because it's near his phone. We are going to go home.
Oh, is that meant to be over?
Well, no, because it don't reach.
Right, it's not doing it now, is it? Well.
No. Well.
Well.
Right, we're going to wander on. I think we'll come back here another day, do you think? Yeah?
Any kind of cemetery is interesting.
Absolutely. So we are back in the car. We are going to go home and hopefully come back here with Tech Guy.
Head north towards Church Street, then
Checking
turn
again.
right onto Church Street.
And we will try and see if we can come back another day and maybe get something there, because it feels quite active, it feels very strange, but we will have a look another day. So we're just going to film the way home again. Hope you enjoy. So we are off again. So St Peter's Church, I think, definitely worth a look.
Turn left onto High Street, B675.
Definitely worth a look. Ironic that we're talking about black dogs and we come out at the Black Dog Inn. Oh, can't see it very well.
Continue on A675 for 6 miles.
Film the way home. There's lots of names coming through there, wasn't there?
Well, they weren't at the beginning, then it just suddenly got very active. It started rhyming off names.
I think a lot of places, you know, were wary when we first go and they don't realise, A, that we can see them,
And then you want to talk to
and that we want to talk to them. I think they sort of send a brave one forward almost to come and have a look, and then the rest of them decide from there. I definitely think it's worth going back there though, even if we do it as part of like something else.
Yeah, it's the way when we're going past us, like when it's all lit up, it'd be good on camera and stuff.
Oh, gorgeous. Well, we've still got Boventure to do as well. Maybe when Diff Tech Guy's feeling better next weekend. Obviously,
I've got the feeling that we had to stop. So
Yeah.
we stopped.
yeah, it's a little bit harder now. Everyone's back at work, so we can't do so much during the week. So we're having to rely on weekends when we've not got the kids and stuff. And obviously when everyone's feeling okay. But we will hopefully next weekend do another one. We'll put this one up anyway. It shows that we're out doing things and trying to make content for you guys. Oh, sharp bend, sharp bend.
Get some kind of content, even if it's a lot of rubbish.
Yeah, a drive home, a meltdown halfway up a mountain, and a random church, but it's an adventure. That's what all this is all about. It's, while we're still finding our feet, it is just having adventures and driving till we find places, and obviously following recommendations and searching and making sure that we're not going to be on a property that A, we can't be on.
The difference is we don't want to go to renowned haunted places either. We want to find places that people don't necessarily realise are haunted.
Well, that's it. I mean, there's a lot of places in the local area that have ghost stories. You'll see those on the haunted stories, but sometimes it's the unexpected places. Sometimes it's the places that aren't known for it, they're known for something else.
You never know, they can be anywhere.
And then sometimes you go to places that are supposedly haunted and they're flat and there's nothing there, and you end up having to say, oh, didn't get anything, guys. Sometimes, goes both ways.
I found that I've been to some really renowned haunted places and there's got no activity whatsoever. But then I've been down a random street and was picked up on loads of stuff. There's been like an horrific accident at some point on that street, and
Well, see, I find a lot when I'm driving, particularly motorways. You're driving, for people who are sensitive, it can happen in many ways. For me, it's like driving into like a mist, a dark fog, and it's really very strange. And you have to, obviously, you don't always want at that minute to be communicating, particularly when you're concentrating on something else like driving. You don't want them to be nagging at you, so you have to kind of shut it off. Ooh, I'll have to, I had a bit of a time slip experience the other day, but I will put that into a extended bedtime story, I think. Have a little chat about that, because it was quite interesting. But I'm not going to say anything else, because I'll give it away. Where are we now? Chorley FM.
Chorley. Coming in your ears.
Where?
Different road, it's back a different route. So we're not going on the motorway. I like the fact that this is visible in the middle, at least I can tell where the road is now.
Yeah.
Well, I can't
Until someone's with the high beam on.
It's always a problem on these kind of roads. You always get someone that doesn't turn the high beams on.
I know. It's the entitlement. Look at that! Get them down!
Just going to get a flash then.
Get a nice little middle finger salute.
Trying to blind me.
You didn't boop boop.
I want to talk to ghosts, not become one.
Then we'll just go talk to the living.
Yeah. Then we'll become live people investigators.
Yeah. Not paranormal investigators, we'll be living investigators. I wonder if equipment's cheaper in the afterlife.
So instead of being the unexplained, is it the explained?
Yeah, I suppose for them, it's like memories. Well, look at what these buggers have done to the world now. I think the ones that lived through the Spanish flu are looking at us now like, oh, another pandemic.
You can have this.
At least you've not got your dead out in the streets. Well, not in the UK at least.
Indicators coming on there. I'll put my high beams on and getting indicators instead.
Very curvy road. This is nice road though. It's quite spooky with the trees either side. Ooh.
Whoop.
Clearly a bit of a dip. My ears have just popped. And there was a puddle there.
Big puddle.
Never mind crash, crash, crash. It's splash, splash, splash.
Apparently we're on a bumpy road now.
12 minutes away, is it? It seems a bit quicker coming back.
I'm trying to work out what we actually are. I don't recognise it in the slightest.
Or is it going to take us? Oh, it's going to take us on to M65. Don't know where we are.
It's literally just cutting out the M61 and just going straight to M65.
So we'll get back, see what we've got on footage-wise. We'll hopefully get it uploaded if we can this week. So you have something to watch next weekend.
Nature is everything.
I was just looking at that.
Nature is everything.
Brings it again.
Yeah. Put him in there, leave him. With nature.
He's had a shower today, so he's at home drying off. Got a bit muddy.
Don't want to get his perm wet.
We went searching for this hole earlier and then ended up at Whitton Park where we had a nice big run through the woods.
So then he had a shower and had some sushi. I was having a nap.
Yeah.
And then we'll get home and disturb him and he'll be like, oh, what's going on, guys? Like, take away.
What do we fancy tonight for tea?
Rather hungry.
We can't have ice blast another day, can we? No. It's a really nice takeaway. Is that one? It does pudding, cake,
waffles,
and amazing milkshakes. Oh my god, they're so good. Well, they do all sorts. Maybe ice blast. I think they're open till 1 o'clock. Hopefully we'll be back before then.
In a quarter of a mile at Brammercroft Interchange, take the 5th exit onto the M65 slip road to Burnley, Blackburn North.
They might be open a bit later on it.
Until 1 every day.
Is it 1 every day? So hopefully we'll be back in time. If not, we'll find somewhere else, I'm sure.
Oh, rabbit.
Oh!
Get that on,
We got that on cam.
Get that.
I did.
Run rabbit. Splat.
Here we are, roundabout chaos now. Oh, not too bad. I suppose this time of night everyone's in bed. Oh, look what it is, highway maintenance.
Watch out.
Park there. These are the bane of my life. I am convinced they come out on the roads to have accidents, so they've got something to do. It's my theory
Exit the
anyway.
roundabout onto the slip road.
Oh,
In a quarter
look
of
at
a
that.
mile, merge onto M65.
Let's give it some.
Yes, I'm not to highway maintenance. Fan, I'm afraid. I've seen too many of them, usually in the middle lane doing 50. Might not be all of them, it might just be the ones in Yorkshire and Lancashire, but they don't seem doing much maintaining.
Continue on M65 for 4 miles.
If I can actually film that view out there, there's some cracking lights out there, look. Some cracking views around here when you got up high. View on top of Pendle was gorgeous. I just think it's so cold and wet at the moment. If anyone's got a weather oracle and knows when it's gonna like stop being awful weather, can you let us know?
Not even the weatherman knows that.
If there's any weather witches out there, I know you exist. Can you send us some sunshine, please? We've had enough of the rains down in Lancashire. We'd like some sun now, please. Or at least some dry weather. Don't necessarily have to be sunny. Nice if it was. Thank you to everyone that watched our sushi video. It was a bit different. We've actually mastered it now. We've found out we have to keep the knife wet and the nori dry. We actually had some more today, didn't we?
Yeah. Good sushi.
It was. I think you thought so.
Yum sushi.
And there's some rice left, so if you feel like having sushi tomorrow,
Sushi.
come and some more sushi.
Sushi.
We could make like just some snack sushi for lunch.
Yeah, can't go wrong with snack sushi.
In 2 miles, at junction 5, take the A6077, B6232 exit to Sham.
Just need to work out how to get the tuna drier. If anyone has any idea about that, how to make tuna mayo and keep it dry, because I keep squishing it out the side of the bazooka.
Oh no. Squishing out the side of bazookas.
It's steaming up again.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
This car just steams up all the time.
2 hot people in it, that's why.
On the morning. There we go, highway maintenance are doing something here. Cornered off a
They've put
lane.
some cones out. This is the limit of their work now for the month. Oh no, there's a truck in there
Truck.
and not
Is it-
doing anything.
Corn distributor.
Just sat in there having a brew. So you often see though, you'll see like a hole in the road and 1 man stood in the hole having a brew and 3 men stood outside the hole having a brew. They don't know what they're actually doing.
Never holy brew.
Holy brew. They're for Sundays. Oh dear. I don't know why I'm yawning. I had a 3-hour accidental nap this afternoon.
It's accidental.
Yeah. I had a Ziggy on my lap and I was all warm. Accidental nap, woke up and it was 7 o'clock. So we thought, oh heck, we better start charging up everything ready.
Got ghost on.
Ironically, this battery is only on 2 bars, but that other one drained really fast. We get that a lot though. When there is energies, they will find something electrical and drain it.
No one does when you put a brand new foot on it.
Yeah. Well, that one we put in when we changed the battery on the church, it went in and I literally watched it go from 3 to 2 to 1 in about 2 minutes flat. This one's still got, it's only just gone down to 2 bars. We shall see. We'll be filming 15 minutes on this one.
Going well. It's lasting.
It is. It's going well. Oh, I feel all really damp again. The only problem with this weather is you cannot get to go out and stay dry. I might have to whack out the poncho when I get back to my house. I have a big poncho, a waterproof thing. If it carries on, I might need that. A vague attempt to keep dry. coming up the motorway now, we're nearly home. Not too many cars out being silly tonight, so...
Back to bed.
Yeah. Good job we had a nap, I wouldn't have lasted. This slip road, longest slip road in the world. Brings us on to Pandemonium roundabout. Where no one knows what lane they need to be in. Oh, just hit the red.
The same should come in and change. There's no one there to hold it up and other way, they just don't want me to go. No one even going.
Look at the road is empty. Oh no, there's a car. Oh,
Here comes someone now.
one car. And that one's slowing down, so their lights must be changing.
No, it's still on green.
Oh, I thought it was slowing down. No, just it's taxi. Pootling. Oh, we have a little bit of warmage on.
Toastage.
Toastage. We'll see, there's a travel lodge or some sort of hotel here. It's called Hampton. But my fat ass thinks it looks like the Krispy Kreme logo. Unfortunately, it's the same kind of font. Here we are now coming to Pandemonium. And it's dead.
Gum?
No, the battery's not gone, I'm just saying the roads are dead. Oh, it's still on 2 bars.
No, the battery was gone.
No, 2 bars. No crazy parking. Nothing much to film, guys, just a boring road. I will obviously stop filming before we get near our house. Just because we don't want anyone banging on the door. Ringing the bell. Unless it's postcode lottery and you want to give us money, and then you can come and knock on the door and ring on the bell. That'll be quite good. Quite a bit of paranormal equipment we would like.
Getting toasty now.
It's warming up now.
Toasty.
Toasties. Steaming up again as well. Steams up very quick. Alright guys, so we hope you enjoy this video anyway. We will see you on another haunted story. If you like what you've seen, drop us a like, subscribe to the channel, it's free, it doesn't cost anything. And switch on the notification bell, follow the little ghosty at the bottom. Take care, stay safe, we will see you soon.